Hey guys, so today I wanted to review this new foundation from Makeup Forever. It is called the Matte Velvet Skin. I got it in R330. So what I'm going to do is a first impressions. I'm going to demo this, apply it to my face, one side with primer, one side without primer, and then I'm going to wear it throughout the entire day so we can see how well it lasts, since it does claim to last up to 12 hours. It's a full coverage, matte finish, pressed powder formula. It works for all skin types, normal, dry, combination, and oily. I have combination skin, oily in the T-zone area and then drier on the outer corners here. My skin is also sensitive and it is acne prone around that time of the month. So I'm curious to see how well this is able to cover, since it does claim to be a full coverage. So you guys saw with this little compact here, it has a nice mirror, and then on this side is a sponge that's dual-sided. So one side gives you a lighter coverage, which I believe is this white side, and then this darker side gives you a fuller coverage. So this feels like a microfiber kind of sponge. You guys know those microfiber sponges, that's literally what it feels like. And then this side just feels like, you know, your regular sponge that you would get in one of these type of pressed powder things. But it feels good quality for sure. So we're going to test out both sides. It gives you a lightweight feel, flexible coverage. It has a blurring technology that smooths and mattifies, visibly reducing pores and absorbing oil throughout the day for a balanced, natural look. It is available in 30 shades, which is not too bad. So I'm really excited to try this out, guys. If you would like to see my thoughts on it, then definitely keep on watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful, and subscribe for more videos like this. Let me know what you guys would like to see next. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. First thing I'm going to do is use the Hey Honey Good Morning Honey Silk Serum. I'm going to do 2 pumps of this. It's just basically vitamin E, rich moisturizers and nutrients such as honey, silk amino acids, sea buckthorn oil. Yeah, it just gives your skin a nice, like, smooth, radiant look. I think I'm going to do this side with the full coverage and the primer, since I have the most problem areas here. And then this side will do no primer and the lighter coverage. I'm not used to working with powder foundations, so I'm not sure if this is going to be a poor choice for primers, but what I'm going to use is the CoverGirl True Blend Base Business Illuminating Skin Primer. The bad side, and just really work it in. I love this primer so much. We're going to use the white side on this side of my face. And when you swatch it, it's honestly really creamy. So I can tell it's not going to be like too drying, but I guess we'll see. I'm really nervous. I'm just gonna like swirl this in here. Oh wow, that picked up a lot. Do you guys see that? It's not powdery for a powder. It's actually like really, it almost looks like a liquid. Okay, so we're gonna just swipe first. We'll start in this inner corner here. Wow, that is definitely pigmented. See if I can blend it out. Oh my gosh, it's covering my redness so well. I like it for right here, kind of like clean up the shadows. Wow, that looks pretty. It's definitely blurring my pores. And it's covering really well. I can see how this would be a buildable coverage. Well, that was easy. This is like the perfect foundation for everyday wear. Okay, we're gonna blend this down the neck too, just because I feel like it's a little, like, tad bit darker than my body. Really pretty, and it doesn't, it's not sitting on the skin like a usual powder would, you know? It kind of looks like I just put on a liquid and it just dried. So that side looks awesome. I'm excited to switch, and we're gonna use the black side with this side has the primer. Whoa. We'll start in the center again. I'm surprised at how well this is covering my nose. I usually have problems with that area. Alright, so here we go here. So I'm not really doing big swiping motions. I'm mostly just doing little swipes. We're gonna go in with just a little bit more on the problem area since it says it's buildable. And just see if I can cover them a little bit better. I'm gonna try going back to this guy. I don't know, I think I like the microfiber feel side better. I'm just going to voice over this part of the video because for some odd reason the audio was completely missing from this clip. I apologize guys, but anyway, what I did was just applied makeup over top to see how it laid. This is the Makeup Forever Self-Setting Concealer, and as you guys can see, it definitely blended in beautifully to this foundation. I actually think any concealer would work well over top of this because it's really not powdery at all. So I just kind of blended that in, and then I didn't set it, and I went ahead and started contouring my face with the contour shade from the Cover FX Face Perfector palette, which I really love because it's not too warm. I applied this in the cheekbone area, sides of the forehead, and also jawline. And then I broke my Wet n Wild bronzer, which I was so sad about, in, I think it's called Sunset Striptease. It's so beautiful. It gives the skin such a nice glow. I applied this to the outer corners of my face and finished with a little bit of Mineral Baked Blush in Bootylicious from Il Makiage on the apples of the cheeks. I'm not going to apply too much though. Sometimes I like to go overboard with the blush. Today I think I'm going to keep it more on the lighter natural side since my eyes are so done up. Ooh, just a little more, just a little more. I can't stop. I can't stop. Clover Puppy Love Highlighter. And this is new from Too Faced. Really cute. Apply this to the high points of my face where I see the sun reflecting off. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Wow. That is a lot crazier than I thought it would be. I mean, but it's not a bad crazy. It's like, you know, it still looks kind of natural. Just really bright. I did not expect that. And then lastly, I'm going to use the All Nighter from Urban Decay to set. Alright, so there we go. That is how it's looking. And I think it looks really pretty, especially this side, because this is my good side. I didn't have any blemishes there, so if you have good skin, like I said, you're gonna freaking love this. If you have problematic skin, I think you'll like this too, if you're okay with, you know, obviously still being able to see your blemishes, but they're pretty decently covered. I mean, this is really nice. It blurred my pores. I still am able to look glowy and dewy just from the, you know, highlighters that I used and the bronzer with a little bit of shimmer in it. So you're not gonna, like, you don't have to look super matte if you don't want to, depending on, you know, what you put over top of it. I think everything blended on top so beautifully. Wow, I don't even notice the difference between the primer side and the non-primer side. Alright guys, so this is how the makeup looks. After it's set for a while, I finished everything else. My lips, my under eyes, a little mascara. And I put some powder bronzer on my body just to kind of help it match a little bit because I was looking pretty pale in comparison to this shade. But I'm thinking that I'll definitely be able to wear this for the summertime. I just need to get a little bit more of a tan or just put my self-tanner back on. But I really do love the way that it looks right now. And it is currently almost 4 o'clock. So I'm gonna wear this for a few more hours and we'll see how it's holding up, but honestly I'm pretty impressed. Like, it's not even sinking into my fine lines up here or my smile lines, which liquid foundations do usually do for me pretty quickly. And it's funny because it actually looks a lot like the Too Faced Born This Way foundation that I absolutely love, that's oil-free, and I wear that all the time because it gives me that flawless blurred look to my skin, and I feel like I'm getting the same effect, but you know, it's a powder, so It's just really interesting for me. I am loving it so far, like literally would give it a 5 out of 5 stars. So I'm just gonna wear it and see exactly how long it lasts. So I will check back with you guys in a few more hours. All right guys, so it's now 8 o'clock. Oh. All I did was made a meal for Matt and I played with my dog Coda outside for about 45 minutes, just kind of like lightly running around, and then I came back in, I cleaned the house, I did some laundry, some dishes, emails, and that's about it. So nothing crazy that would cause my foundation to move or slide around. Like I'm just doing everyday type things. So I wanted to zoom in and show you guys what it looks like because I have noticed two things. I'm definitely oily. Like right here, and right here. I would definitely not put highlighter on your chin or anywhere near this area or this area. Just anywhere near the T-zone area, I would avoid that because within 4 hours you're going to be already a little bit dewy there if you happen to have combination skin like I do, and the oils tend to come through. So that's actually really interesting for me because with liquid foundations, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. I was thinking that with this powder foundation that it would hold my oils back a little bit more, but it seems to be pretty much exactly the same. Yeah. If you look up really close to this side of my nose, do you see the separation right here? And this is the side that I applied a primer. So what I'm assuming is that the primer is just not meshing well with this foundation, because if you look over here on this side, my nose looks perfectly fine. Like there is no separation there. Everything looks good. It's just right where I applied that primer on the side of the nose, it's definitely separating. The rest of my face on that side looks good, and same with the non-primer side. I mean, everything is holding up beautifully. It looks amazing in person as well. It hasn't settled into fine lines or wrinkles or anything like that. Smile lines look pretty decent actually. They've definitely been worse at this point before. I mean, I think it looks pretty good. It's definitely too dark for me though. Like I need to do a self tanner or get a lighter shade for sure. I may powder it. Should I powder it? Yeah. I feel a little bit like I need to. Just a tiny bit, you know, like on the side of my nose, right here under the eyes, because I didn't set the self-setting concealer. I kind of wish I had now, just because it is a little bit oily. I mean, it's like personal preference though, you know, sometimes I like the dewy look, sometimes I don't. And today I was like out in the sun and I was looking in our little window at my reflection. I'm like noticing how glowy and dewy it looks, or more like oily in my T-zone area. And I'm like, you should probably powder that. All right, much better. So much better now. Cool. I really like this. I wish I had done that before. So I'm going to continue wearing this, and now that I've powdered, I sincerely think that I could wear this till like 12 at night. Alright guys, final update. I am about to take off my makeup and go to bed. It is almost 12 midnight. So, final thoughts after I powdered and everything. I definitely do not feel like I got any more oily than that, and actually I did 20 minutes of low intensity steady state cardio on the elliptical, and my makeup still looks pretty dang good after that. I wouldn't normally wear my makeup when I'm working out, but I wanted to get my cardio in before the end of the night, and I forgot to do it this morning. So it lasted. It held up really well. I think it still looks really good. I changed my shirt like 3 different times, and so that's why some of it is missing right here. It didn't settle into the fine lines on my forehead. It looks really flawless and blurred still. Still really full coverage. Also, I would recommend to just not use a primer underneath of it. I actually like the way this looks better, and it lasted just as long as this side did without the issues here on my nose where it's kind of separating a little bit. But that didn't get any worse throughout the day after I had powdered it. I literally felt like I was wearing nothing at all, which is really nice. It's super lightweight. I would give it honestly a 5 out of 5 stars. Like, I really don't have anything bad to say about it. The only thing that I am really curious to try now is to apply it with like a kabuki brush. I have these two from Sigma that I would really like to use with it, because the sponge, I feel like it's just gonna build up bacteria sitting in that little compact if I just keep using it over and over again. So I'm probably going to see if I can clean that and reuse it, or if maybe I'll like using these kabuki brushes more. I really loved it, guys. I would definitely recommend it to you to try out and to play around with. Definitely a bit pricey, but I think it's worth it if you're into powder foundations and you just want something, you know, that's gonna last you throughout the day, that is gonna give you that nice full coverage, flawless, poreless type of look really fast. Because that's another thing I noticed, is that I like barely took any time applying it. So I really, really like it. And yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you found this video helpful. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Let me know what other reviews you would like to see from me, if there's any products in particular. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching, guys.